Oh, well, hello all. Evening. Evening chores. I guess, if you've been following me long enough, just a second, let me get the story. It takes a lot of thumb muscle for that little handle. If you've been following me for a fair bit of time now, you will know that I am, during the summer months, a grass manager. What does that entail exactly? Well, here on our farm, we rotationally graze sheep. And rotationally grazing is, you put sheep on a spot, they eat it down, you move them. Last year I was moving them once a week. In the fall, it was every couple days. That was when we were running a group of 9 and a group of 12 sheep. Okay. Now we're running a group of 34 sheep. We've got 55 on the farm, but 34 ewes and ewe lambs are outside on grass. So here is our fields. Okay. I'm going to show you an example of something that was grazed last year, I think only once by a group of 10 sheep. And before that, I don't know when it was farmed last, right? Because we bought this off an older gentleman. He did have cows and sheep at one point and horses, but nothing had been done for a while. So I'm going to show you grass. Here we go. So this is kind of what we're working with. This never got mowed after the sheep were on it last year, okay? So it's looking like this kind of a situation. Now, I'm new to farming, okay? I'm just out here just learning as we go. I don't know any of the names of this grass. I know that I think that's a buttercup, and that's about all you're going to get from me when it comes to knowledge on grass, okay? So I know this is really old and twiggy and dry. Okay, so we never went over it with the mower. The sheep just came in here and tried their best. Okay, we have a pond over here, right there. And yeah, so anyways, this was only touched once by sheep. I'm going to show you something that the sheep ran on multiple times, so you can see the difference, okay? So we just have 2 strands of electric. Here's my foot. This is kind of how we measure, and that's how high I know I need it. This also was touched by sheep once. Also was not hit with a mower. Okay. This is another paddock. Now, we had them a lot smaller. We're going to double the size because, we got 3 times the sheep. Okay. Now I'm going to show you stuff that the sheep have gone on multiple times. Okay. This is another fence. We're stepping over it. Okay. Look at the difference. Okay. We're looking at this. And then this. Sheep have been on this multiple times. Much nicer, right? I think it looks nicer. Again, not a grass scientist by any means, but I know that they love that. Which you didn't see any of that back there. They like the clover. This yard, they ran multiple times. So we'll put them on it for tops a week. We'll take them off of it and we'll rest it for 30 days. In the fall, it may need to rest longer depending on how it's growing. But I'm telling you, they love this. I'll show you a yard they've already been on. This was the first yard they hit. There's the girls there. It's raining, so they're not loving it. I'm trying to do fence and it's going to start pouring. There's our big guy. Doing his job. Checking the fence. So anyways, they've been on this They didn't eat it right down, obviously, because that would not be beneficial for the grass or the property, really. Like, obviously, they eat down what they really want. But, like that. Anyways, so they fertilize the ground. We love that. It rains like this. The rain takes the fertilizer down into the soil, makes the soil better. The grass grows better. In turn, the sheep get bigger and healthier, and we love that. And this is also how we cut down our feed costs, because they're out here eating this instead of inside my barn. Now, obviously, you know, parasites. Everyone's always worried about parasites. Rotationally grazing your sheep and giving it enough rest time, that's management. That's another version of managing it. Just like everybody wants to run to a dewormer, I personally, that's not really my goal. That's not my goal. So anyways, we're gonna work on this yard and that far yard. We're gonna actually join those two up. Again, they will come on this. We will see how they do. They won't stay on this as long because some of it's terrible. Like, that's not gonna be eaten. And then we'll run the mower on it, and then it will be better. But anyways, grass managing yet again. This is my happy place, my favorite time, even in the rain. Anyways, talk to you later.